Hi Lezfinz army, we finally reached 1000 subscribers. Thank you very much. I love you very much army. I am excited about the upcoming music video from our boys. Go stream Dynamite and let's reach number 1 on all platforms. Shoutouts coming in the next video. Enjoy. Serial Killer 5B. Careful you two. We will. And take care of here Jungkook. I will. And? Dad? We are watching a movie, inside where there is a bunch of other people. You never know what could happen. Well, we will be okay. Fien, I will be waiting here when the movie is done. Okay fine bye. Bye. Dad drove off and me and Jungkook went inside. We bought some popcorn and went to sit down at our spots. Jungkook was about to give me the popcorn but I stopped him. You should have it. We're watching a horror movie and I will probably end up throwing it all over you. Okay, I will hold it then. I smiled a little and the movie soon started. A little bit in the movie I felt Jungkook take my hand. As he did I blushed a little, but held his hand back. I was enjoying the movie and eating some popcorn but suddenly the movie was turned off as well causing it to go pitch black. Okay. Then we suddenly heard someone screaming and we heard a lot of steps before we saw the exit doors opening. What's going on? I don't know. I tried to look at the front of the hall and since the doors were open there was a little bit of light and I managed to figure out what it was. That's a dead body. What? Where? I pointed and Jungkook looked the direction and stood up pulling me with him. We should get out of here. Yeah. We got up and almost everyone had ran out and we went to the door and Jungkook was about to open as the door just closed when last person left but it didn't open. The hell? It's locked. YN. Both me and Jungkook slowly turned around as we heard my name being said from across the hall. Hide. Jungkook pulled me with Hyung and we both ducked down behind some seats. Oh no, he figured out I told you what happened and now he is here to kill me. He would not have known you told me. Jungkook. Both me and Jungkook quickly looked at each other. He knows you too. How? I guess the same way he figured I told you about him. You sure it's him? Who else could it be? Where are you? We both heard he was a lot closer. Come. Jungkook took my hand and as it was dark he couldn't see us but he could hear us so we had to be pretty quiet when we moved. We went over to the other side of the hall and hid behind another row of seats. We are gonna die. No, don't say that. I know your little secret. You thought you could hide it from me. I jumped a little as he raised his voice. I know what you are doing Jungkook. As he said that I got confused but Jungkook reacted with looking around. Get up. I stood up and got ready to move. Who are you? My eyes widened as Jungkook spoke up loud enough for him to hear and right after he carefully pushed me telling me to move. You know who I am Jungkook. Jungkook knows him? Even though I was confused I didn't focus on that and focused on hiding and we moved and once again hid another row. I can send a message to dad. No, he will see the light of the phone. Found you. YN run. I quickly got up and ran but heard there was a fight between them which made me stop up and worry for Jungkook. I heard them fight for a while but it then suddenly got dead silent which scared the shit out of me. YN. No, did he kill Jungkook? I started crying as I heard him say my name. YN. He suddenly stopped and L could hear a little fight before it got quiet again. Then suddenly the doors opened and the lights turned on as well as a lot of policemen came in. As I didn't see anyone standing, L hurried over to look for Jungkook, only see him on the floor next to the guy, which clearly weren't the serial killer L met, as he didn't have a mask and looked like 40 years old. Jungkook? He was breathing heavily and holding his stomach and I could see blood. Did I kill him? Police officers gathered around us. He's still alive. Jungkook let out a sigh of relief as he knew he didn't kill the guy. The ambulance are here soon and we'll take them both to the hospital. A police officer sat down next to me and Jungkook. What's your name, kid? Jungkook. Okay, I'll just make clear no charges will be pressed against you as it was self-defense. And an ambulance is soon here to pick you up. He then looked over at me. Police officer 2, are you his girlfriend? EHH. Well, I guess. Oh no, why did L say that? Jungkook is laying right next to Emily. Okay, then I'll guess you can call someone. Yes. Police officer 2, okay, the ambulance is here and we will take care of the other guy. Once he left, I looked down at Jungkook, still a little bit embarrassed over what L said, but Jungkook seemed more focused on the pain. Does it hurt? Wait, sorry, of course it hurts. Some paramedics came and got ready to put Jungkook on a stretcher. Once they did, they started walking and I followed them to the ambulance and got in on his side. And the ambulance quickly started driving. YYN. Yes? I'm gonna be fine. Please don't worry about me. Oh okay. He weakly smiled and L gave a little smile back. We arrived at the hospital and the paramedics quickly took him and ran with him inside. I followed as far as L could, but once they entered surgery room L was stopped. I sat down in a chair and took out my phone calling Dad. Thank God. YN, where are you? I'm here at the movies and it's filled with police cars. I'm at the hospital. What happened? Are you hurt? YN, no, but Jungkook is. Is he okay? The guy S stabbed him but it didn't S seem too bad, so he's gonna be okay. Okay, that's good. You tell me what happened later, okay? Yeah. Okay, you want me to come get you now or you want me to come in and check on you too tomorrow? You can just go home and sleep, you need it. Okay, I will see you tomorrow, then. Bye. I hung up and then waited. Jungkook was finally out of surgery and L now entered his room. He was still asleep because of the morphine, so L went and sat down by his side. I then waited for him to wake up. It didn't take long before I heard him speak up. YN. I looked up at him and he was smiling to me. Hey, how are you feeling? I'm okay. You always say that, does it hurt? A little bit. I stood up and hugged him and he hugged back. Thank you for saving me. How could I not? And now you got a scar to prove your bravery. I stopped a little as L realized what said. The scar he already had was clearly bothering him and I just made it worse. I am sorry. No, it's okay, you can just ask if you want to. How did you get the other scar? I was out in the woods and L was just peacefully walking when this animal just attacked me. Why an animal? What kind? Jungkook, I don't know. Don't know? Jungkook smiled a little, confusing me. I was too scared to open my eyes. Oh. It scratched me and then just ran off. Weird. If it was an animal, why isn't there like marks after claws? Like, can you be sure it was an animal? Yeah, it was walking on 4 legs as well as it was growling. Right, an animal then. Yeah. I thought about a lot in the start trying to figure out what animal it was but gave up. But once L first saw it, it seemed like it was more than that. Well, that's because my dad watched it happen and he didn't really want to call the hospital, so L had to call my aunt to get me. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't worry about that, that's a long time ago. But YN? Yeah. About what you said at the movies. As he mentioned it, my cheeks instantly reddened, and not only a little, I could feel myself turning red, so I had no other choice but to quickly cover my face. You okay? MHM. So you didn't bother asking if I wanted to be your boyfriend? Rah, no. I didn't mean it like that. I was caught off guard. Why didn't you just say L was your friend? I didn't wanna call you just a friend. I lowered my voice as I said that and looked down. It got quiet, so L slowly looked up at Jungkook to see him smiling. Why are you smiling? Jungkook moved a little to the side of the bed and patted the spot next to him. Come here. I got up and sat down on the spot next to him. You know when Elle said you were just like Rosalie? Yes? It's not really true. What do you mean? Of course, you were both nice to me and stood up for me, and someone Elle could easily talk to, but you are still completely different from her. Jungkook looked at me as if he was amazed by the different, though I didn't really get it. What are you saying? I like you, YN. I like you a lot. I felt my cheeks burn up once again at his confession. I like you too. Will you be my girlfriend? I shyly nodded, my cheeks just burning up even more. Jungkook hugged me and Elle hugged back. Thank you. I really enjoyed his hug even more than the other hugs I've gotten from him before. I parted with him and looked in his eyes. As Elle did, they were sparkling, and I've never really noticed how beautiful they were. Jungkook was leaning closer to me, but right before he kissed me he stopped and looked down. EHMYN. Yes? I've never kissed a girl before. Really? Jungkook was still looking down as he nodded. It's okay. He looked up at me a little surprised. I just don't wanna mess it up. You won't. I'll teach you, and it's not that hard. I could see a slight blush on Jungkook's face, which made me smile. I then leaned in and kissed him kissing back as it really just came naturally. I bit his lip, motioning him to open his mouth, and he did, and we started making out. To be Jungkook's first time, he was pretty good at it. I guess he just quickly got the hang of it. After a while we parted, both catching our breath. Was that bad? Jungkook looked up at me, making me smile. No, it was perfect. Jungkook smiled and then hugged me. Good. We both hugged each other and we soon fell asleep. Next day, YN. I slowly opened my eyes, hearing my father. Just 5 more minutes. I was so comfortable and was feeling warm. YN. I slowly opened my eyes and realized I was snuggled up to Jungkook. I lifted my head and Dad was standing next to the bed. Jungkook. Wake up. Jungkook sat up and Elle followed him, and he got surprised as he saw my father. Oh, hi. Care to explain? This was so awkward. We're dating. Oh, that's straightforward. He sounded so confident, making me smile a little. And this happened? Last night. So short story, a lot happened last night. Yeah. Well, originally I was gonna come here to check up on you, but my work actually asked me to talk to you too. Okay. Can you tell me what happened? We were just watching the movie and suddenly the movie got turned off and we heard someone scream. Everyone started running out, and once the door opened we could see the body in the front of the hall. We got up to leave, but there were kinda a lot of people, so we ended up going last and the door got locked. And then the guy apparently knew our names. Both of you? Yes. I saw my father writing down what we told him. And we hid behind some seats and we moved around when it sounded like he was near us. MHM continue. EHM, he found us and L told YN to run and the guy attacked me. It was pitch black so L wasn't really knowing what was doing, but that's when he stabbed me. Once I heard he started looking for YN again, L got up and tried to fight him again but accidentally stabbed him. And right after the police came in. Okay, thank you. I also wanted to say, Jungkook, you were right about the carrot peeler. I was? Yeah, it was the weapon he used on you too. What a story. I was stabbed by a carrot peeler. I smiled a little as that actually sounded pretty funny once he said it like that. This type of carrot peeler. Well, the doctor said you could leave when you feel okay. You wanna go or wait more? I'm okay, we can go now. Okay then, let's go.